All right, let's take a look again at writing equations. So what we did for each of these problems is we put the chart in here so it makes it easier to identify. Remember that addition and subtraction are together because they're opposites. If you have addition in the problem, you're going to solve with subtraction or vice versa. And then we don't have division because we're just going to be setting up problems that have multiplication in them. So Tiffany has 46 books in her library. She bought several books at a yard sale over the weekend. If she now has a total of 80 books, how many more books did she get at the yard sale? So I'm circling the numbers. I'm going to highlight the key word that's going to tell us the operation, and I'm going to underline the unknown. So the question is asking how many more books, which is why we defined our variable as b equals the number of books. Now I'm going to look for the key word. So I do see the word total, which can sometimes mean addition. I also see it says how many more. So I'm going to highlight that word more, and I'm going to look at it over here. I see it under addition. So I'm going to put a little plus here that tells me I should have addition in my problem. First thing that I like to do is I like to set up what my equation is equal to. So what is the total amount? 46 or 80? It says a total of 80, so it's equal to 80. We know it's addition, so I'm going to start with x plus the other number in our equation is 46. Now that we have our equation set up, I can solve. Highlighting my variable, we have the operation of addition. The opposite is to subtract from both sides. It's going to cancel out on the side with the variable. We're left with just x equals, get my calculator, 80 minus 46 is 34. And what were we solving for? Books. All right, number 2. Usain Bolt can run 1 mile in 4 minutes. If he spent a total of 76 minutes running last weekend, how many miles did he run? So, circling the numbers, we have 4 minutes, we have 76 minutes. The question says how many miles, so our unknown is m equals the number of miles, and then we're looking for the keywords. So total is telling me the total amount that we have. I'm going to look for one of these keywords in here, and what I see is 1. Usain Bolt can run 1 mile in 4 minutes, and 1 is a keyword for multiplication. So when I'm setting up my equation, I know it's going to be a multiplication problem. What is our total? 4 or 76? It says a total of 76. So my equation is going to equal 76. And then I know that I'm multiplying 4 times my variable of m. So 4m equals 76. Now I'm going to solve. Looking at my side with the variable, m is being multiplied by 4, so the opposite is to divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so we're left with just 1m, or m. 76 divided by 4 equals 19. What were we solving for? Miles. Each box of Girl Scout cookies costs $5. If you have $75 to spend, how many boxes can you buy? So I'm circling my numbers. I'm looking at the underlining my unknown, how many boxes. So B equals the number of boxes. And we're looking at our key words. So the key word that I see here is I see the word each. Each tells me it's a multiplication problem. So when I'm setting up my equation, first I'm looking for the total. Is it a total of $5 or a total of 75? 75 is the total amount they have to spend, so it's equal to 75. And we know it's a multiplication problem, so 5 times our variable of b, so 5b. We're going to solve our equation, draw our line, highlight our variable. But b is being multiplied by 5. The opposite is to divide by 5. Should cancel out on the side with the variable to leave it as just b. And then plugging in 75 divided by 5 equals 15. What were we solving for? Boxes. So 15 boxes. Number 4, Alyssa is baking a cake. The recipe calls for 12 cups of flour. She already put in 5 cups. How many more cups does she need? So the question is asking how many more cups? C equals the number of cups. Looking for the key word, I see the word more, and more tells me addition. So when I'm setting up my equation, what is the total amount the recipe needs? 12 or 5. The recipe calls for 12 cups, so that is the total that I'm setting it equal to. More told us that it's addition, so x plus our other number, which is 5. Now that we have our equation set up, I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to highlight my variable. We are adding 5, so the opposite is to subtract 5 from both sides. On the side with the variable, it cancels out. We're left with just x equals 12 minus 5 is 7. And what were we solving for? The cup, so 7 cups. All right. Number 5, Ricky makes $15 per hour. If he wants to earn a total of $600, how many hours does he need to work? So our unknown, how many hours? So H equals the number of hours. The key word, $15 per hour. The word per tells us it's a multiplication problem. So again, I always like to set up by setting it equal to my total. It says a total of 600. So 600 is the total. And then we know it's 15 times our variable of hours, so 15H. Now we're going to solve our equation by drawing our line, highlighting our variable, and solving. H is being multiplied by 15. The opposite is to divide by 15. On the side with the variable, 15 divided by 15 is 1, or just H. And then 600 divided by 15 is 40. And what were we solving for? Hours. Number 6, last week Brandy had $90. She received some money for her birthday and now has a total of $300. How much more money does she receive? So this is wrong. Should be M equals amount of money. Looking for the key word, I see the word more. She received more money. More tells us it's an addition problem. So when I'm setting up my equation, I'm setting it equal to our total. It says a total of 300. We know it's an addition problem, so x plus our other number, which is 90. And now we can solve. Highlight our variable. We have plus 90. The opposite is to subtract 90 from both sides. Cancels on the side with the variable. We're left with just x equals 300 minus 90 equals 210. And we were solving for money.